It's entertainment season, and that means we are going to parties, hosting parties, doing all the things with lots of food and drinks. And tonight is one of those. We are going to a friend's house, very special friends of ours who we go to their house occasionally on these holiday events. And I'm whipping up 2 appetizers and a dessert, and I'm bringing those to the party. I'm going to show you those recipes I've made, and I'm going to show you how I'm packing it all up, because sometimes one of the more challenging things about taking food to the party is what to put it in, how to get it there, and to keep it either hot or cold or what you need when you arrive. So I'm going to share with you some of the things I do to make it a little bit easier. So let's get into our kitchen. Let's start whipping up those 2 appetizers and a special dessert, and we'll start bringing it all together and get going to that party. The first thing I'm going to make are these cute Santa hat cheesecake bites. And we are going to start with these ingredients: 2 packages of strawberries, a package of Philadelphia cream cheese, some unsalted butter. We need vanilla, and I'm stepping it up with this double strength Madagascar vanilla from Pampered Chef, heavy whipping cream, 1 egg, and then powdered sugar, regular sugar, and a package of Oreo cookies. That is what our crust is going to be. It's going to be these Oreo cookies, and I'm scraping out the icing. I know for some of you that's the best part, but I'm scraping it out because that's not the texture we want. We're just looking for the cookies. And as I was doing this, it called for 10, and I started to think that was not going to be enough. So I decided to double the recipe. So I actually did 20 cookies, and I am putting them in the food processor to make crumbs out of them. And now that they've been all pulsed and into a crumb mixture, I'm going to add to it 1 tablespoon of sugar and 4 tablespoons of melted butter. I'm going to mix that until the butter and the sugar are all combined with the crumbs, and now it is ready to put into my cheesecake pan. Now first I am putting olive oil spray all over, but I did wipe the top because I do not want that to burn, because I did get spray everywhere. And now I'm ready to fill the base with the crumbs. We're going to put our cookie crust into a preheated 350-degree oven for only 5 minutes. While those are baking, I'm going to prep my strawberries. I'm going to add both containers to my salad spinner, and I'm going to rinse them off. I'm also going to add just like a tablespoon of vinegar, because that's going to help with freshness, since these are going to be on top of those cheesecake bites. So I want those to just sit in that bath for just a few minutes. Then I'm going to trim off the tops, and I'm going to set it out on paper towel so that it gets dry. Now I'm going to add the cream cheese mixture, which contains 3 blocks of cream cheese, because we're going to do double the recipe, so it's 24 ounces. 1 cup of sugar we're going to add to that, and we're going to combine that until it's fluffy and smooth. I'm just doing a quick manual mix to make sure all the sides are scraped into the mixture, and now we're adding 1 cup of the heavy whipping cream. We're going to add to that 2 tablespoons of flour. We're going to add 1 teaspoon vanilla. We're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt as well. We're going to gradually increase the speed, and we're going to mix until no lumps remain. Then we're going to add 2 eggs to the mixture, and we're going to combine that until no streaks remain. Our cheesecake mixture is ready. I'm adding 1 dollop using my medium scoop to each of the cookie crumb bases. They're ready to go into the oven, which is now reduced to 325 degrees, and it's going to bake for 15 minutes. I cook them for 5 more minutes and then put them on this baker's rack to cool off completely. Once at room temperature, I put them in the refrigerator to completely cool and firm up. Now we're going to make the whipped topping, which is 1 cup of heavy whipping cream and 4 tablespoons, because we are doubling the recipe to make the whipping cream. We're just going to whip that up until stiff peaks form, and then we'll be able to put it on our cheesecakes. To apply the whipped cream easily, I did go ahead and put it in this cookie press, and so that way we can squeeze them out in little dollops. I'm gonna put them on here to put the whipped cream and the strawberry. Trying to find the perfect strawberry that's round and looks like a Santa hat. We'll just push it down. I decided to wait until putting the little tips of whipped cream on the top because for transportation to the party, that was gonna just end up getting smushed. So now I'm just gonna add the powdered sugar. I put it in my little container here and I'm sprinkling it all on top of the strawberry so it looks like snow. This was so cute. Now here's the thing, it does absorb into the strawberry, so I did have to reapply it at the party. I'm gonna put that little dollop of whipped cream on when we get there. All right, I'm gonna give it to my husband, see what he thinks.
Those?
Yes, here's one of them.
I can't have one of those, it's perfect.
Right
here. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah?
Actually, yeah, very good. I could have done it in one bite, but it would have been hard to chew.
And I'm not offended if you don't want to finish the rest because I know how to chew.
No, I'm going to eat it.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
All right.
Very good.
Good. Yay! So doubling the recipe actually made quite a bit of the cheesecake mixture and actually only used half of the Oreos in the bag. So what I did was go ahead and finish out the Oreos, make enough crust to put in this pie dish, and now I put the cream cheese mixture on top. I'm going to bake it for started with 30 minutes, but it needed another 10, so about 40 minutes at 325. Put the finishing whipped cream on top, put the rest of the strawberries around with a little dollop of whipped cream, and this went to my friend and she loved it. So that was a double the recipe bonus. Okay, we're gonna make keto sausage balls, and that starts with our regular Jimmy Dean sausage, ground sausage. We're gonna use 4 ounces of our cream cheese. We're gonna have our triple cheddar shredded cheese. We're gonna use coconut flour, 1 egg, and some salt. So let's get our sausage cooking and put this all together. Okay, so I cooked the sausage and you weren't supposed to. You were actually supposed to cook that in the oven, but I'm thinking it might work out anyway. So what I'm doing here, I have the sausage, the crumbled cooked sausage in there. I have 4 ounces of the cream cheese. I have 1/4 cup of the coconut flour. I have 4 ounces of my triple cheddar shredded cheese. And I did a pinch of salt because that sausage is already salted. Mixed it together with my hands, and now it is ready to go on our parchment lined sheet pan here into balls. Into our 400-degree oven they go. Okay, out of the oven, they were in the oven for 15 minutes. I added a few more minutes to get them brown on top. I think they look great. So my mistake might not have been so bad after all. I'm gonna test one and make sure. It was delicious, so I don't think it matters whether you cook it before or after, but I think you will save a step if you don't cook it in advance. I'm just so used to doing that because of how we always make our breakfast sausage, but these are another way to cook them. They're going into the air fryer on the air fry setting for 10 minutes, getting them extra crispy. All right, here's what I decided to keep my sausage balls warm. I'm gonna put this in the mini crock pot, keep it on low. And I'll just keep it warm so when we get there, it can just stay on low until we're ready to eat. These are our ingredients for our crab dip. We are going to make a shrimp and crab dip. We have our crab meat in a can, tiny shrimp. We also have 2 blocks of mozzarella cheese, which I'm gonna shred. We have sour cream. This is all gonna be blended with softened butter, cream cheese, lemon juice, mayonnaise, Worcestershire sauce, garlic, and we're gonna make our own cocktail sauce. I have horseradish and sugar-free ketchup, and then we're gonna sprinkle it on top with onions. Let's put it all together and whip this up for the event. First thing I'm gonna do, this is frozen shrimp. I'm gonna go ahead and put it into a colander in the sink, rinse it down so it defrosts, and then I'm gonna chop it up into little pieces. Okay, to our mixing bowl, 1.5 packages of softened cream cheese. And then we're also going to add 1/2 cup of sour cream and also 1/4 cup of mayonnaise. I'm gonna combine that. Oh, and our softened butter. I'm just gonna slice it so it blends up easier. And that is 1/2 stick. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And add 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. And take my shortcut here with a clove of garlic, minced garlic, and we're gonna stir that up now. All right, that is stirring together nicely. Our spread is combined. Try to get out of that glare. Okay, and now I'm gonna put it on this plate here in an even layer. My husband actually whipped up the cocktail sauce. So we're using sugar-free ketchup and we're using horseradish out of a jar and lemon juice, garlic, and more of that Worcestershire. I can never say that word. Anyway, I'm just spreading this out. Even layer is what I'm achieving here. Okay, and that is ready for our sauce. All right, here's that homemade cocktail sauce. I'll put the exact measurements of this sauce down below. All right, looks like a pizza, I know. All right, looking good. All right, now we're gonna do our chopping. I'm gonna put this to the side and I'm gonna actually take our cutting board. We're gonna dice up our green onions and then our shrimp. And this is gonna be so nice, very holiday-ish, right? With the red and the green. So this is gonna be really nice. I'm gonna start with the greens because I'm really gonna want those. Drained all the water. Let's bring back our dish and let's put our crab meat on first. And now the shrimp. Now we are going to top it with mozzarella cheese, bringing it up to the next level here. And now our green onions. Oh, that's making the difference. That's it right there. It does look like a pizza. And that is our seafood crab dip. We're ready. All right, my special K bag. This is how I pack it up. Crock pot to keep the sausage balls warm. I did bring a bag of cucumbers so I could have something to snack on dips and stuff with. Here are those Santa hats. And then got creative because I didn't want to stack on top of each other. I got one of our dish level racks here. The level is just a plate rack and there's our crab dip underneath. So that way those two things were not on top of each other. So see, you got to get creative. I also have the whipped cream in there. We're ready to travel to our party.
Oh my gosh.
I
it looks so
tried.
good.
Thank you. What do we have in here? Ooh, the bacon wrapped dates. There's more brisket. Au jus. And look at this. That is so pretty. Hummus platter. These are wontons that have been baked. Look at this snack tray. Oyster crackers for the soup. And there is the shrimp crab dip. Yum. It was a great party with our friends and family and lots of great food. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next video.